Hi there, I'm Peter Alsop, back with another episode of my Songs to Chew podcast. Today we'll listen to a song from my Fan Club Favorites album. I wrote it after my grandmother came to live with us in California. It presented us all with challenges and an opportunity to have some blessed intergenerational time with each other. It's called Lifeline.
You carried me home in your arms. You loved me so much, and you kept me from harm. You washed me and fed me. The years, how they flew, and now you need my help, and I'll care for you. There's a lifeline that ties me to you. Life rolls like a wheel through whatever we do, through all of the hard times and anger we feel. Love that we have helps us to heal. Love's a lifeline that pulls us all through. You've nowhere to go, like to lean at the old people's home. They're packed in like sardines, so the baby can sleep in the crib one more year. Put the kids in together, there's room for you here. There's a lifeline that ties me to you. Overnight power runs out the holes in our shoes. When the looking glass flips, there's no wrong or right. Do the best we can do and hold hands in the fight. Love's a lifeline that pulls us all through. Most of the time now, you're clear as a bell, but the body you're using, it's not working so well. And I know we get crazy when our patience is gone. Ain't it amazing how we hold on to that lifeline that ties me to you. Life rolls like a wheel through whatever we do, through all of the hard times and anger we feel. The love that we have helps us to heal. Love's a lifeline that pulls us all through. Love's a lifeline that pulls us all through.
That was Michelle Browerman on piano, Elliot Wolf on synthesizer, with background vocals by Miriam Cutler and Shelby Flint, Norm Roper on drums, and Peter Spellman on bass. Practicing the art of loving can get us through some of the hard times while we care for our parents. We all have losses to deal with in our lives, but older people often experience losses more frequently. Besides losing family members and friends who have died, there's the loss of good health and vigor to deal with, and loss of time to accomplish dreams that were never realized. As our own children grow up and begin to go out into the world on their own, many of our parents or older relatives become needful of our help. We then face tough decisions about bringing them back into our own busy lives and home, perhaps acting as their principal caregiver. My grandmother actually did come to live with us, and it was both difficult and rewarding, as we learned how to get along with each other. In our culture, older family members often live by themselves or in a community of other older people, separate from the younger members of their own families. Many of us Americans grew up in our core nuclear family without our grandparents in the same house, and therefore we didn't get many real experiences or clear understanding of how we will age ourselves later on in our own lives. So it was wonderful for my kids to have an older person in our immediate family home. My dear friend and teacher, Dr. Joseph Cruz, talks about a decathexis, a letting go, that happens within our families. As we children grow up, we need to let go of the expectations that our parents will continue to parent us forever. They will always be our parents, but as we become adults and take our own power in the world, their parenting behaviors need to transform into a more equal friendship type of relationship between equal adults without the power inequities that happen when children are little and parents are big. We can help to create a healthy, balanced relationship with our own aging parents when we are neither crutches nor burdens to each other. I hugged my grandmother often, but I realized one day that it was the only touching that she received. As she depended on us more and more, I was reminded of how like a child she had become, and that little babies get a sense of themselves that is related to how and how often other people touch them. So I started a program of 15-minute foot rubs for my grandmother, and with her permission, I would turn on a recorder, massage her feet, and ask her pointed questions about her life and our family. We compiled quite an oral history, punctuated with little moans and comments about how good it felt to have some spot on her foot rubbed. She'd say, "Oh, that feels so good. Are you married?" I'd say, "Grandmother, cut that out. I have it on tape." I know she enjoyed the foot rubs, but she also enjoyed being listened to and having someone take time with her, so she felt that she was loved and valued, even though she was unable to help much with the maintenance of our bustling, rushing around young family. It was fulfilling for both of us when she was able to pass on some of her life experiences to me, an interested younger relative. And I got to see some of the family patterns that had echoed down through the generations, and to understand that I was not just a man alone in the world, but also a link in the family chain. That's it for today. Please let your friends and family know about this Songs to Chew podcast, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's free, and the more followers we have, the better chances of getting it monetized. So thanks for stopping in. I'm Peter Alsop. I'll be back next week with another Song to Chew. Bye for now. Stay safe.